Hello friends and gamers, and welcome to the Fortress. My name is Jinx and welcome to Operation Dark Horizons, an online YouTube war series that we're doing for Global War 1936 version 4. We've all been chomping at the bit at playing this, and by all I mean myself, Sky Marshal, Madman Dan, Wintermute, Hambone, and Panzer J. We've all been eagerly anticipating to play this because it is an absolutely fantastic game. Congratulations to the developers and the playtesters on creating just a fantastic game all around, and I'm very excited to play this one out. So I am expecting my version 4 board game map to show up in the mail. It came in 2 packages. My player aids are already here, but unfortunately my map got held up in customs. From what I understand, they just didn't like the fact that my shipping invoice stated the value at $1, and so they thought that was a bit suspicious and held it up, and so now it's in a warehouse somewhere, and we've already been waiting about a week, and we don't know if it's going to be another week or 2 or 3. I've sent them all the paperwork they require, and now it's just a waiting game. But because we don't know how long of a waiting game it is, we thought that we'd get started now, and then when my board game shows up, then we just transpose things across to that. I don't like playing digitally. I have had all kinds of issues recording, and my laptop can't quite keep up, so it was crashing last night when I was trying to do stuff with it. But anyways, I'm started now, and we'll get going momentarily. Alright, so without further ado, let's get started, and enjoy everybody. So we have 3 major factories, so we're going to start rolling for tech here. Let's go over to the tech chart, which is right here. So I have advanced infantry, improved construction, and long-range aircraft. Advanced mechanized infantry, that is. So I'm going to grab these 3 dice, give them a bit of a shake, throw them down the chute. And here we have, what is this one? An 11, a 2, and an 11. So I guess if you look at it from that side, I'm going to just go by what this says here. So red and blue look like they're 11, whereas green is a 2. Alright, I hope everybody can agree on that one. So improved construction and advanced mechanized infantry. Alright, now we move on to our production phase, which is going to be over here. And what are our purchases now? So we're getting a Lend-Lease fighter going towards Nationalist Spain, and we're upgrading our medium factory to a major in Eastern Germany. So $10, $6, that reduces us down to 4 IPPs left over. There we have it. And now we're going on to the combat movement phase. So we'll start off with the Germans. The Germans are going to march and annex Austria. So this mountaineer is going to come in there, as well as the cavalry is going to take the opportunity to come here as well. So we're going to annex this. Our income will go up by 2, which we'll do right now. So we're sitting at 20 for Germany, and we're going to bump up to 22. France is going to go up from 6 to 7, and Britain is going to go from 11 to 12. Alright, so the other combat move that we're doing is here with Nationalist Spain. So from Western Andalusia, 1 infantry is going to march across to Eastern Andalusia to engage the Republican Spanish over there. Then from Galicia and Leon, we're going to send a cavalry, 2 spaces, and a fighter, 2 spaces to Eastern Andalusia as well. So that's where that battle is going on. Let's cruise down to where the actual battle is taking place. I've laid out the dice already here. The infantry is rolling at 1, the cavalry at 2, and the aircraft is rolling at a 6. So let's roll those dice. On the other hand, we're having the Republicans are rolling at 2 and the infantry at a 4. I'm going to give them a bit of a shake, and I'll do the same with these guys, and then we'll go see what the results are. So we see very high numbers all around, no successes whatsoever. On this side, also no successes, a 6 and a 9. Yeah, no successes all around. So let's go for round 2. It's a bit of a dicey attack. I wasn't sure if I was going to do this, but I thought it through and thought, you know what, I'm going to take that risk. So here we have a 7 and a 6 for those guys, and here we have a 3, a 6, and an 11. So no hits again. The red would have to roll a 6. So we're moving on to round 3. This is making me worried, guys. There's only 1 unit that actually has decent chances of hitting, and it hit this time. The red hit a 4, and luckily on this side we have a 3 and an 8. So the infantry misses, and the cavalry just misses as well. So you can see everything there. So we're going to mark in as 1. Now, in my best judgment as to what Sky Marshal would say, he said to use my best judgment, I'm going to take off the cavalry. That way increases his chance on hitting. So the cavalry is out. And we're going to go into round, what was it now, 4? I'm going to roll for these guys, and roll for this guy. Let's see what the results are. So we have a 7, a 2, and an 8. So we've got another hit with our fighter, and over here for the infantry they've got a 7. So unfortunately the Republicans have lost, and the Spanish are victorious with no losses. So it was a bit of a dicey maneuver. I counted I had 9 pips versus his 6 pips. yeah, but versus his 6 pips, so it was a bit dicey, but still the odds were a little bit in my favor, and I had 3 units rolling versus his 2. So we've won this fight here against the Republicans. I'm going to take these guys and simply delete them. I think that would be the best. Okay, so non-combat, I'm going to move these guys now because why not? Non-combat, these guys come back to Galicia and Leon, and I should probably update the chart here a little bit. So I'm going to reach across and grab a roundel and upgrade my map here. Boom. So now we go on to the non-combat movement phase, but before I do that, I'm going to, I'm going to do that and finish off with the Nationalists and do their dice roll, and then we'll say all the dice rolls are done. So I'm going to have this Nationalist transport and C-zone, what is this, A44, will pick up from Spanish Morocco a Nationalist infantry and Nationalist artillery, and they're going to go to C-zone 35. They're going to deposit that artillery and infantry in Galicia and Leon, and then they're also going to move themselves into port. So the port that they're going into is the only one here. It's the one off of C-zone A35. So those guys are in port now. Okay, and that takes care of these guys. I'm going to roll for their recruitment roll so that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, should be 5 I thought. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 including Balearic Islands. So I need to roll, let me move these dice out. And I'm going to delete these just so that I don't accidentally put them back on the board. So I'm going to use this red one, give it a bit of a shake, put it in there, and let's see what results come out. 5 or less. Come on. 6. Just missed it. So unfortunately, I did not get it, unless there's something else on the map I'm missing, but by my calculations, that's all there is. Okay, so that takes care of all the crucial die rolls involved in this. Let's go on to some extra non-combat moves. So I have on my phone, I've listed off some of the other movements I wanted to make, so let me just quickly review that. So from Berlin, I'm going to move 1 infantry to Eastern Germany. So I'm going to take this guy off, and he's going to simply come across here. This militia in Eastern Germany is going to come across to Western Germany. I am going to move all these, this transport here is going to pick up 2 infantry. The naval transport in A12 is going to pick up 2 infantry from Eastern Prussia, and it's going to come across and join this fleet sitting here in A11. The entirety of this fleet is going to A11, including the transport, and the transport's going to drop off those ships in A11. Sorry, in Western Germany. And everything, of course, wants to fall down. There we have it. Okay. So that all moves here. Now the entire German Navy is parked in A11 with nothing outside of it. There we have it. So I don't think I need to give too much of an update as to what sits where. I think that about covers it for non-combat. I think that covers it for combat as well. I think that's the end. I need to place units. Alright, so I place units. So I'm going to grab the Nationalist fighter is going to arrive in the most obvious choice right here in Leon, Galicia, Leon. And then I'm going to move the, I also have a submarine up here as well as a major factory. I'm going to grab them all together like this. Come over here. I'm going to delete this medium factory, and instead I'm going to place this unit here. And I'm going to remove that roundel from underneath, and I'm going to lock this down. Boom. Now it shouldn't move. And this submarine is going to show up in A11 as well, being produced at that facility there. And I forgot to collect income. Okay, so I'm going to collect income now. So I collect 22 IPPs. So I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to bump myself up to what it would be, 26. So I'm left with 26 IPPs for next turn. Alright everyone, so that is it, that is all. I'm going to quickly show you what the timestamp is right now. We're looking at 1:27 p.m. I had a couple hiccups where I had to patch things together after I rolled all the dice, where I forgot to place units and then I forgot to collect income. So there you have it, sorry about that. But yes, that was all after all the dice rolls. Okay everyone, check out Sky Marshal's channel next. Cheers!